Dragon Ball Sparking Zero fans, rejoice. Rage quitters are now being dealt with, and boy, am I happy. They told us on Twitter, on X. Essentially, they said on the Dragon Ball Games account, attention Dragon Ball Sparking Zero players. To ensure a fair and enjoyable gaming experience, we are strengthening timeout penalties against players with excessive disconnection or quitting rates during online matches. Thanks for your support, and keep the battles epic. Hashtag DBSZ. As a Dragon Ball fan, I am proud of myself for reading that, and I hope you're proud of me for reading very well as well. Gosh, I can't speak. But yeah, so now, I guess, they didn't really be specific there, but we did get an update. And the update here, they say, regarding rage quits, we will adjust points accordingly, increasing points for disconnected side and decreasing points for the side that disconnected. Please note that it may take some time for the points to be reflected. Additionally, we have confirmed that connection errors and online matching issues have been improved. We hope you enjoy the game. So, hey, now, if you rage quit, take that. Take that. By that, I mean less points. They're going down. And us, our little angel selves that don't rage quit, get the points. This is a great thing. Apparently, this took 2 months, but I hear from the grapevine that it took Tekken a lot longer to implement anything like this. All this is saying, though, to me is, thank goodness they are listening. The surveys, the feedback, they are listening. And I think the reason why it took a month, of course, we got the patch, and now we're getting like a patch after the patch, and it's addressing this issue. I think the reason why we're getting it now, though, is because I guess they couldn't figure out the disconnection issues that they were having on their end, and that weren't rage quitters. And now they feel confident enough to release this part of the patch in, because they're like, oh, okay, now it won't be our fault if people, I guess, lose points. Because especially when it's like on their side, it's kind of hard to, say who quit and who didn't quit, who disconnected, who didn't. But I think now they kind of got that down, and they're like, okay, they buckled down. They know who's who. Yeah. So I'm happy, especially because, well, when I'm recording ranked videos for you guys, let me tell you, I ran into quite a bit of rage quitters, or we would just disconnect mid-match, and it's like, what? And it was clearly not a rage quit, because it's like, you can't, like, we're in the middle of a, battle, like, we're both pushing buttons, essentially. But yeah, so, there've been a few times where it would disconnect, or they would rage quit, and sometimes the rage quit would be funny during the video, but dude, not getting the rank up points is such a pain in the butt. Personally, I really don't care about my rank in Sparking Zero, but I know that the higher I go, the more intense the matches are going to get, which in turn will most likely make the videos more entertaining. So people rage quitting and depriving me of the points to even get to that point was very frustrating. And it's just like, bro, just take the L. Just take the L. And then obviously the DC issues that were just happening, that was just frustrating in itself for both of us. I'm imagining by both of us, I mean me and my opponent. Obviously, getting your match cut short is not the funnest thing. So I'm glad that they're listening. I'm glad that they are actively updating. I'm glad that they are getting these issues sorted. This is especially good because the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC is coming out pretty soon. Pretty sure we got Mini Vegeta, which is from Dragon Ball Daima, and Glorio coming out. And I hope, I'm not sure, but I'd imagine that with more characters, more DLC coming out, there's going to be an influx of players. So there's not as much players now. DLC is going to drop. More players are coming in. And fixing these rage quitting issues as an influx of players is about to show up makes a lot of sense. And I think that's really good, because what you don't want is an influx of players to come in and then just rage quit and ruin the experience for the existing players. So now with these penalties in place, if any players that come through for the DLC are toxic, they're going to get penalized accordingly, and everything should be okay, and that should de-incentivize any, I guess, foul play, any unsportsmanlike conduct. Yes, guys, gaming is a sport, but you get the point I'm trying to make. So I'm glad that they are listening. I'm glad that they are doing this, because long story short, recording is really hard to do when stuff like that happens, and well, it's just going to make the experience better for everyone.